What's going on, everybody? Sitting around doesn't do any good, so been sitting. There have been loads, but not for the round trip prices as far as going to a dead area. And I don't even know why somebody would go for a lot less. So, you know, if you're going to a dead zone like Montana, you know, some other places in Washington, like a one-way area, and you know there's nothing on the way back, obviously it has to pay there and back to Spokane at least. And when it doesn't, then we just pass on those loads. And sometimes they do find poor people that do this as a one-way and just end up sitting over there in a dead zone. And, you know, their dispatch should be smarter than that, hopefully. But apparently they're not. Anyways, for now, got a local one to pick up and deliver, so we'll get that done. And then after that, I got another local to do. So I don't know if it'll be 2 videos or just 1 video. We'll see how it goes, I guess, and figure it out. One is Spokane to Spokane. One is Spokane to Coeur d'Alene, which is like a 30-mile run. Each of those loads, we got them for $250 a piece. So long story short, it'll be today's day will be a $500 day. So the first pickup I'm getting is picking up at the airport, and then goes to Coeur d'Alene Resort in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. There's a little resort there. A lot of locals know about it, but if you guys don't know about it, we got a Lake Coeur d'Alene kind of in between the mountains. Lots of stars, have some properties, homes there and stuff like that. It's hidden out of, you know, out of the paparazzi eyes. So a lot of people, a lot of the stars actually stay in there for the summertime, or at least own houses there. When I had a boat before, I still have a fishing boat, but when we had a pleasure boat, we would take, you know, cruises around the lake and look at the properties and everything else there. So yeah, there's some famous people out there. There is. I picked up my freight, but you guys are not gonna believe what I got. Look at this. So, human cadaver body parts in here. Somebody's body is inside the box, and they're gonna be, I don't know, dissecting it, doing something with it. So yeah, that's a first for me in 9 years. I guess other people do this, and they yeah, anyways, this will be interesting. Somebody's body's in here. All good though. Hey, as long as it pays money, I don't care what it is, you know. I'll get it delivered, no problem. It's all good. Okay guys, that one's sitting there. Now the next one I'm going to pick up is located at, supposedly in what do you call it? At Forward Air, which is not Forward Air, it's Victory Final Mile. But they do Forward Air stuff, so it's located there. I need to pick it up from them, and then it delivers to the mall, to the H&M store. That load there is an all inside delivery, supposedly, which they didn't say anything about it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's okay. I've got a dolly that I can get it done with and all that. So that's an inside delivery. That one pays $250 as well. So one is a 30-mile run, and the other one's like really under, somewhere around 10 miles, maybe 12, something like that. So they both pay $250 each, $500 for the day. I mean, it's good for local, but it doesn't happen all the time. Just so you guys know, somebody might say, well, yeah, I could afford to do that. That's awesome. You get to, you know, spend the night at home and don't go anywhere far and make $500 minus your, you know, whatever small expenses like fuel and whatever. Guys, it does not happen every single day. It's only locals like this, like local, they don't really come along very often. Weeks, sometimes months go by until you get something super local like that and something that could pay. I'm sure that the reason why I got this stuff is because somebody does not want to get stuck over here for the 4th of July. They want to go home. So probably, you know, people are looking to get out of here instead of stay here. So that has a lot to do with it as well. And a lot of times the rates, people think that because of the holiday the rates get better, because, you know, people don't want to drive. Well, people do want to drive. They want to make it home. And the rates, with the rates, just so you know, they get cut down a lot because people don't want to get stuck somewhere for half a week because of the holiday falling on what it falls on a Tuesday, which messes up Monday, messes up Tuesday, messes up Wednesday. You've got 3 work days that get messed up, plus the Friday, because a lot of people go camping on a Friday. You know, it's just a whole big one big week of a mess. So, not good in that regard. That's just an explanation from me to you, so you guys understand what's going on. Because there's drivers out there that think that just because the holiday, you can charge them double or whatever, that there's not enough people out there. Folks, there's plenty of people everywhere right now, in all the big cities, in all the dead areas as well, because things have gotten slow, so people are moving as much freight as possible. There's not stuff sitting around somewhere. And there's people sitting around in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm talking about where there's barely any freight. Maybe once every 2 weeks there's a load that comes out, and you don't even know if it's a real load or if it's just a quote of somebody trying to see how much would an expedite charge and how much would an LTL charge. You know what I mean? So hopefully that gives you an idea. Not every single load that's out there on the board is a go or a solid load. A lot of them are just quotes, just a quote, just a price check is what it is. It's like you coming up to the register, you don't know how much something costs, so you do a price check and then you say, okay, thanks. Same thing with brokers. That's how it goes. They don't make any money, we don't make any money, and driver sits around. And a lot of times we've got to wait 20 minutes for that load just because that's the industry standard. And they don't even bother to say, hey, this is just a quote. What would you charge for that if you were there? Because they know that you're going to either overcharge or you're going to do something stupid or not even give them a real price or whatever. And to be honest, if it's just a quote and it doesn't ship now, even if I do have that truck there now, that doesn't mean that my unit is going to be there tomorrow in the same area, you know, waiting for that load. If we book them, we don't have anybody there. That means we don't have coverage there. Same thing with another vehicle, with another company. So coverage and availability and the rate all depends where we're at right now in expediting, not where we're at tomorrow. And a lot of those loads that come out for tomorrow, I mean, we only book them with reputable people, reputable brokers, but a lot of people will book a load with people they don't know. With folks, they just book a load and then they take it away from you. They find their own truck, you know, forgot about, oh yeah, I got somebody coming. Push times and all that. There's just so much going on in the background that regular drivers do not know, and regular people sitting on the couch watching this, they have no idea what's going on in the freight world. But all kinds of things are happening. I'll show you guys what the freight looks like for H&M delivery. It's right here. I didn't have time to film anything, but hey, forklift loads, you strap it in and you go. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So yeah, this goes to H&M, and I don't know exactly if I'm going to be carrying it in or not, or I don't know what the deal is, but some crushed boxes, whatever. It's all in here, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see about delivery. I've got a contact to call, so we'll figure out if I need to carry all this in or if they're going to be doing it. But hey, I don't mind a little exercise. It's good for everybody to get that blood flow going. Sitting around all day anyways, so getting a little bit done and physical work and getting paid for it still, that beats the purpose of any gym membership when you pay them to work out. Here you get paid already and you can have a workout. I don't see anything better than that. This door, right?
Yes, through this door.
I'll back up just a little closer. I don't know if this will help you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
maybe I wasn't recording that last part. Well, if I wasn't, then I'm sorry. Carried it all inside. There was a place where I could actually dispose of the pallet and everything. That wasn't part of the deal, obviously, but hey, I'm in a hurry to go take that other load, plus a little bit of exercise and burning a little bit of fat. It's good for every driver, no matter how fit or unfit you are. So yes, the blood flow is good. Now, send the POD and then hurry up and head to that next delivery, which is in Coeur d'Alene. Get that dropped off, and then we're done for today with a gross profit of $500 minus whatever fuel it's going to be. So I don't know. It was all along the way. Deliveries, this delivery is along the way to the first delivery or to the last delivery. So whatever, you know, altogether I'll be in it like what, 60 miles or so, something like that. 65 miles, which is pretty good. So let's get going for that one, because I think they're waiting for that thing too.
All right, this is it.
Okay.
Take it out your hands.
Anywhere?
You're right where you're at. It's good.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, I got two. I gotta see where shipper. So these are for you guys. And if you could sign and print, I think, oops, sorry. Okay, shipper, anywhere here and in this area here. Maybe snap a picture of it that it's here.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to stay out until 8 a.m., that's fine either way, right?
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yep, have a good day.
You too.
Some cool views up here. So I did push the record, but it didn't record. Long story short, it's a human torso, whole torso, no legs, no arms, but torso, you know what I mean? Like that. Bizarre for me. Not sure about you guys, but for me that's bizarre. I don't think I had the record on when the doctor met up with me there and I was taking it in. I asked him what's in there, what body part, and he says human torso. So a full torso. No legs, no arms, but a full torso. So they're doing some kind of a, who knows what up in there, but some kind of testing or dissecting, or I don't know what they're doing. One of them things, but that's what the freight is, you know. First time for me, You know, somebody's body without legs, without arms. Bizarre in a way. Somebody might think it's nasty, but hey, I don't know. Anyways, and he was also telling me that somebody's picking it up at like 7 p.m. after they're done with it. So I'm not sure. Not me, I don't think. But if they do, then sure, I'll go do it for the same amount of money. I'll go pick it back up. They just told me not to tell them to make sure that it's packed really, really good, because they're not going to accept any kind of leakage or anything. So can you imagine that leakage? Ouch.
In the Buy Stuff section. After you use your Shell points, the gift card will appear in the My Stuff portion. Coca-Cola teamed up to give away a trick.
Well, the border of Idaho and Washington is where it's at for fuel.
Use your trail points.
So you guys know. $3.83 here for diesel. That's an awesome price. Half a tank is all I'm getting, and that's it. Would have been nice if I was lower. That way I would have saved, you know, about 70 cents a gallon versus Washington.